Hello everybody, this is Ronan Blue, and for those that don't know me, this channel is all about how my girlfriend and I just started our financially independent debt-free journey since paying off our mortgage. With the newfound freedom, I talk about how we made it happen, the forms of passive income we have, our thoughts of early retirement overseas, personal thoughts, and general financial issues. Today's topic is on retiring to Mongolia. Stay till the end of the vlog to see whether this is the country for your retirement destination. Just as a disclaimer, the information provided is a general guide and to be used for educational purposes only. Sandwiched between the nations of China and Russia is the country of Mongolia, a gorgeous city with iconic mountains, huge expansions of rugged land, a fascinating history, and a culture of nomadic people. It's a place with ancient Buddhist temples and shaman shrines, to go camping in a traditional Mongolian ger, find prehistoric rock paintings and caves beneath mountains, and to discover the last remaining species of wild horses in the world. Number 1. Culture of Mongolia. The culture of Mongolia is heavily influenced by the Mongol way of life. The nomadic life is still practiced in the rural areas of the country. Mongolians have followed Buddhism since the 16th century and followed Tibetan Buddhist teachings, the body of religious Buddhist doctrine, and institutions characteristic of Tibet and the Himalayan. For many Mongolians, the practice of Buddhism is flavored with traces of shamanism as even more ancient spirituality. According to this belief, the skies are the father, the earth is the mother of all beings in the universe. As a civilization totally dependent on the forces of nature, the Mongolians worship the various elements of nature, praying to their ancestors who they believe had transformed into mythical spiritual animals to provide them with good weather, health, and success. Roughly 90% of Mongolian people are Buddhist, with Christianism, shamanism, and Islam making up the remaining 10%. Number 2. Places to live in Mongolia. For any expat looking for adventure and a chance to experience a country in touch with its nature and ancient traditions, Mongolia is a perfect destination. In Mongolia, there are pretty much two types of places to live, the city and the steppe. 48% of the population of Mongol lives in its biggest city of Ulaanbaatar, and the remaining population live in a completely nomadic lifestyle. Most expats choose to reside in Ulaanbaatar unless they choose to become a nomad. Technologically and economically, the capital is the hub of the country. With over 1.5 million people, there is always progress and development to be seen there. But there are some disadvantages, such as heavy traffic during the winter months, air pollution, and tight spaces. There is a mix of both Eastern Asian and Western American influences in Ulaanbaatar. From the latest iPhones to KFC and Burger King, Western type of lifestyle is more recognized, while the fashion trend is more Korean. Since the mining boom of 2011, Ulaanbaatar has seen significant improvements in the entertainment sector. In Ulaanbaatar, you can visit museums, monasteries, and ruins by day, or do a spot of shopping for beautiful handcrafted souvenirs from the region. If you choose, you can bring home feather soft cashmere or camel wool products, traditional clothing, distinctive boots, jewelry, and more. Number 3. Food in Mongolia. Mongolia is known as a land of fire animals, sheep, goats, cattle, horses, and camels. Traditionally, herdsmen had everything they needed to survive from these animals. Today's diet still relies heavily on meat and dairy products. The main meats are mutton and beef, but Mongolians also eat goat, horse, marmot, chicken, and camel. Fish is sometimes sold at markets or door to door. There is, however, a limited variety of fresh fruits and vegetables in the markets because they are not a major part of the local diet. The traditional diet can be high in fat and cholesterol. If you're a vegetarian, you may find it difficult to maintain your diet here. Here are some popular dishes in Mongolia. Korakog, the Mongolian barbecue. Korakog is a barbecue dish in Mongolian cuisine. Korakog is made by cooking pieces of meat inside a container, which also contains hot stones and water, and is often also heated from the outside. Booze. Booze is a type of Mongolian steamed dumpling filled with meat. Booze is filled with minced mutton or beef, which is flavored with onion or garlic and salted. Mashed potato, cabbage, or rice may be added as well. Chenansan mak. Boiled meat and boiled innards. This is the most traditional and simplest dish of the Mongolian nomads. The meat of an animal, usually mutton, is cut into handy chunks together with the bones and boiled in salted water until ready. The meat is eaten with the fingers using a sharp knife. Number 4. Entertainment in Mongolia. Mongolia is one of the largest countries in the world, from east to west, 1,500 miles, and most of it untouched. So travelers are confronted with discovering new wild lands and nature. The sand dunes in the Gobi Desert, the mountains, freshwater lakes and rivers, ancient monasteries and temples. Gandan Tegchilin Monastery. In the capital of Ulaanbaatar, one of Mongolia's most important and biggest attractions. Built in the 1840s, was an explosion of color and culture with monks hidden around every corner. Trans-Mongolian Railway. This is a journey through some of the world's harshest, most beautiful terrain, passing through the Gobi Desert, the sparkling lake Baikal, and the mesmerizing landscape of Siberia. Traditional Gur camp. With a high percentage of Mongolia's population still nomadic, this is an experience you can't get anywhere else in the world. The Ogi Lake. Ogi Lake is located in central Mongolia and has over 150 species of rare birds, including pelican, cranes, spoonbills, and other water birds. There are beautiful beaches of the shore. You can go boating on the water, take a hike on the nearby trails, or even ride a horse or camel through the surrounding regions to see some beautiful scenery. Hang in there, we're halfway through. Watch for some more great points coming now. Number 5. Cost of living in Mongolia. It's possible to live quite comfortably in Mongolia for 1,000 USD per month or 1,500 USD as a couple per month. Food is quite affordable, especially meat. 1 kilogram of beef, horse, or lamb, depending on the season, would be $3.50 USD. Meat is meat to the Mongolians, whether it be tenderloin or flank. 1 kilogram of local apples is $2.50 USD. American gala apples are double that. A standard downtown gym is around $40 USD, but there are more expensive ones as well. Cinema would be $3.50 or $8.20 for VIP seats at IMAX Shangri-La. The rent per month prices. Average apartment 1 bedroom in city center would be $344 to $616 per month. Apartment 1 bedroom outside of city center would be $195 to $483 per month. An apartment 3 bedrooms in city center would be $709 to about $1,110 per month. Apartment 3 bedrooms outside of city center would be $391 to $859 per month. It's recommended you get apartments for $500 USD per month, as they are usually fully furnished with more amenities. Utilities per month for an average size apartment for electricity, heating, cooling, water, and garbage would be around $59 to $125 per month. The internet, 60 megabytes or more, would be $14 to $42 per month. Restaurant prices, meals in inexpensive restaurants would be $2.50 to $9.70. A meal for 2 people for a mid-range restaurant for a 3-course meal would be $20 to $40. McMeal at McDonald's would be $5 to about $6.50. Domestic beer would be $1.82 to about $3.25. Imported beer would be about $2 to $3. Number 6. Buy property in Mongolia. Land in Mongolia is under state ownership. Till recently, the existing framework did not provide a way in introducing private land ownership because Mongolia is a country of nomadic herders, and they are accustomed to land being under common ownership. However, developed property can be bought and sold by foreigners and by Mongolians, but it's not really a sale of land, but more of a lease or an immovable property ownership certificate. In Mongolia, most private holders of land presently hold their land through possession rights or use rights. Mongolia has taken important steps to make possession rights more transferable and to make lease rights equivalent to private ownership. Possession requires a license. The purchase process is simple. Everyone must sign the contract as provided by the notary. No changes can be made in it. In the case of new property, the buyer goes to see the notary, signs the contract, takes the contract and the ownership certificate to the registration office, and has it registered. Number 7. Healthcare in Mongolia. You are strongly advised to take out comprehensive medical insurance. You'll have to pay for health treatment that you receive in Mongolia, and medical fees can be expensive. Insurance would be essential, and some of these points are required for Mongolia. Healthcare is readily available in the capital city of Ulaanbaatar, whereas the health services in rural areas are either poor or non-existent. Consultations with doctors usually cost around $5. SOS Medica, a safe clinic in Ulaanbaatar with Western doctors, charge around $176. The majority of basic drugs are available without prescription, but be warned that Western medicine is lacking and the majority of medicines are imported from China or Russia. Packaging will not be in English. Number 8. How to live in Mongolia. Entry and residence requirements. You require a visa to enter Mongolia. You will need to contact the nearest Mongolian embassy to confirm visa requirements for your visit. A Mongolian visit visa is valid for a stay for up to 30 days, within 6 months from the date of the issue. If you are staying more than 90 days, you must register your stay with the Mongolian Immigration Agency in Ulaanbaatar within 21 days of arriving. Once registered, you will be issued with a residence permit. The permit will include your date of birth, passport number, address, photograph, and fingerprints. You should carry it with you at all times when you are in Mongolia. If you plan to work in Mongolia, your employer is responsible for your Mongolian visa. If you are interested in teaching English, most schools, universities in Mongolia require a qualification in teaching English to speakers of other languages, TESOL, or the equivalent recognized qualification. Mongolia is surprisingly accessible for those interested in a spot of adventure. Though remote, it offers several pleasing destinations that don't take a toll on your health. If you're an active adventurer lover, then there's no place better to head to than Mongolia. You'll get to travel the routes Genghis Khan did centuries ago by camel, horse, jeep, or on foot. You can explore cultural treasures, monastery ruins, and go off the beaten track. It's a country untouched by the modern world, possessing a rich cultural heritage and some breathtaking landscapes. Monasteries are painted a rainbow of colors, statues are there as big as city buildings, and history and cultural experiences hiding around every corner. It's a country brimming with resourceful and friendly people, used to living in one of the harshest landscapes in the world. Well, tell me what you think of retiring in Mongolia in the comment section below. If you like this video, please don't forget to give me a like and subscribe for my further content here. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you have a great day and see you soon.